Hey everybody, and welcome to Motivational Monday. I've talked about the importance of dreaming before, and dreaming truly is an amazing experience. To think that when we go to sleep and are completely unconscious, our mind is continuing to go and come up with things that we can do, places we can go, or people we could become that are far greater than the things that exist in our mortal realm. And it's our imaginations, our brains, and our thought that allows itself to do these things while we're asleep. And it's an amazing process, but rather than explain it, I'd rather just embrace how great it really is. Dreaming is important because you can become other things. You can do things that you might not be able to do in reality, and ultimately that can lead us to want something more than what we have. And that's why I think it's such a valuable experience, because despite what you may see in your day-to-day life, you can come up with something in your head without even thinking that it's something that you may have wanted before, and it can become your raison d'etre. You can inspire yourself to doing something without even realizing it, because it's not your conscious mind that's actually doing that. And what's great about it is that every night we go to sleep, there's a potential for us to dream. We can lay our heads down, fall asleep, and as we're resting, our minds are continuing to work, and we're coming up with amazing things that we could do or see. And that is incredibly valuable. But today's message is more so along the lines of limiting and allowing that to stop. Yes, today's message is to allow the dream to end. Sometimes you may be pursuing something and ultimately realize that it's not exactly what you thought it to be in the beginning. Sometimes partway through a journey, you can decide that the destination isn't quite worth all the strife. And that's perfectly fine. That's part of living day to day. Now, I don't think that you should just drop everything as it is, but if you happen to come to this crossroads and find that it's really just not worth it, well, you can always wake up, and then you can go back to sleep and dream again. And dream of something new, something amazing that you could do, something you could become, something that you could see or experience, and you can chase that. There's a limitless amount of potential in your mind, dreaming, and ultimately you just have to tap into that. And while it's upsetting to think that we would allow a dream to end, it's really not so bad, because ultimately these are paths that your mind is creating for you. There are many paths that we can take, and in them sometimes there are crossroads that branch out to different areas that could lead us to the thing that we're going for, or potentially somewhere in the same vicinity, sure. Potentially you could wind up completely in a different place, but ultimately these are many paths that branch off of one another, and they can only be taken by your choosing. As you continue to go down and experience these things, you are acquiring enrichment through actually doing more than what you may have done. It sounds weird, right? But ultimately, you're experiencing things along the way. And if you decide that you're going to go one path rather than another, or take this branch rather than this one, well, you're going to experience different things on that path. And as you continue to go, you're accumulating all these experiences. And ultimately, that is what life is about. Life is about experiencing things. So you know what? If you have to give up on something and say that it's done and let that dream end just so that another can begin, then so be it. Ultimately, you are doing exactly what you must, and exactly what we are basically destined to do. So honestly, yeah, let a dream end. Let one dream end and let another begin, because ultimately that is how you are going to experience life to the fullest. And what's worse, deciding to go through with something and maybe allowing your whole life to be about chasing that dream and getting to the end and realizing it's not quite what you wanted, or deciding to take a chance partway through and saying, you know what, I may be halfway to this, but instead, I could try to go there. And along the way, you could acquire new friends, have great new experiences, or even grow as a person, and therefore enrich yourself even further, all because you took that chance and said you would rather do this instead of that. And that's all there is to it. Allowing a dream to end is completely fine. It's actually natural, because ultimately you have to wake up at some moment so that you can go back to sleep again and experience another amazing world or something great that you want to accomplish. And then write that down. Maybe write your old dream down so that you can know how to better carve that path on your new way to the new dream that you have. So it's important to never stop dreaming. So continue to wake up so that you can shake those thoughts from that previous dream. So when you go back to sleep, you're having a whole new experience. And it's even better than before. Thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy this video, please make sure to leave a like on the video. And if you want to, why don't you subscribe? I make new Motivational Monday videos every single week. Why don't you comment below and tell me, what's the current dream that you're chasing? Did you have to give up another dream to do that? And just remember that if no one else is there for you, these videos will always be here for you. If you want to watch any other videos, I'm going to link one right here. Even if you have seen it, please make sure to click it because it does help the channel. Thank you again so much for watching. Make sure to stay motivated and take care of yourself out there.